Hi everyone, LiberAnarchy here. I'd like to talk to you about a little bit about criticism and constructive criticism versus what we usually see on the internet, but I would like to cite an example. I recently made a video saying that my original show, KS Sphere, on Blog Talk Radio is going to be deleted because many of the topics I would have discussed there are going to inevitably be transferred to the other show called Otherkin, of which there's a co-host and will likely be much more organization and more of a regular show that actually happens. However, the topics will probably be focused a little bit more on Otherkin. Now, as an example of much of the criticism one receives on the internet, I'm going to read something by Harte Joseph. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry about the pronunciation. Let's see. Otherkin is childish. Get back to serious magic. Let's just call a spade a spade. It's not Otherkin. It's just shape-shifting, and some new ager gave it a different name. Well, let's see. First of all, the phrase serious magic, you must understand that many people will have some bad words for that. I invite you to make a video in response to this one or any other video I have. Anytime I mention the word otherkin or anything. And I invite you to make a video response and explain your ideas about what otherkin is or is not. Explain your ideas about shape-shifting. Explain your ideas even about magic, what serious magic is. That way you could actually contribute some of your ideas which you must think are valid, otherwise you wouldn't have them, versus ideas that you clearly think are invalid. I welcome responses from people who think that I'm full of crap. Really, I do. What I don't welcome, although I certainly allow, I'm all for open comments and stuff, is people just saying, "Oh, you're wrong," especially about this metaphysics thing. Yeah, because I like know all this stuff that you don't know, and I'm right and you're wrong. Yeah. No, that's being a douchebag. That's being stupid. And if 500 characters isn't enough to tell me why I'm wrong or why you're right, make a video. YouTube allows us 15 minutes now. And when I announce the first show, or the second or the third, etc., I invite you to call in. In fact, we have not yet decided on a basic procedure for people who want to be guests, but we are going to decide on some basic procedure, so people who don't want to do the work can't just troll us and say, "Oh, I want to be the guest, call me, I'm a fucking unicorn in spirit, I swear." So yeah, call me, I'll tell you my story and stuff, and then we have a show and they don't even show up or something. I mean, but once we figure out some basic procedure for being guests, and you have a topic you want to talk about, you want to tell us that otherkin is an incorrect interpretation of shape-shifting, then, speaking for myself, I'm very happy to have you on talking about shape-shifting and why otherkin is a fallacious interpretation of shape-shifting. And you can go ahead and you can talk about serious magic. And this video that I'm doing now is actually not just addressing this particular comment, but I made a video about psychic vampirism and things you can do to defend yourself against, quote, psychic vampires, whether or not you believe that there is some spiritual or energetic thing to psychic vampirism. Basically, the point was you can address behaviors without actually having any sort of belief in psychic vampires on any kind of energetic level. And people were responding to things that I never even said. I'm like, hey, have your opinions. Great. But I don't see these people making videos about whether you want to call it chi or ki or prana, about life force and about meditation and what and legitimately working with life force is and is like, and talking about history and certain techniques, and actually going into the topics of life force and why people who claim to be psychic vampires are incorrect and that they're not really taking in or working with life force, etc. I see people making comments to things I never said and just saying, you're wrong about things you've never said. No. And I'm like, look, mate, I am very happy to listen. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I wouldn't subscribe to people. And I wouldn't be inviting somebody who is saying, hey, you're wrong, to actually make a video about where I've gone wrong. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. And certainly you can go to the guy's account and see what you think of his videos and so on and so forth. But really, to me, it looks like this is a guy who isn't going to make videos. He isn't going to really participate in any sort of dialogue. He's just going to say, hey man, you're wrong. And any fool can go on to somebody else's page, especially when it comes to talking about occult things, where people are talking about interpretations, meanings, experiences, things that cannot be tested, things that exist in the realm of the human mind, in the realm of meaning, and say, I'm right, you're wrong. That doesn't mean anything. It means that you have the capacity and the ability to type a comment on the internet. Congratulations. And keep in mind, this is from a person who likes being corrected if I say something that's incorrect. Boss man or Bose man, whatever he wants to call himself, and some numbers, the British guy who promotes moderate Christianity, he'll tell you that. Let's see, who else will tell you that? Peter Thrim? Yeah? Let's see. There was, way back when I had my Pragmatic Heathen account, let's see, there was a Focus Heathen whose name I can't remember, who corrected me at a certain point. So, I mean, if you have something of value to contribute, and if you want to respond to things I actually said, and you want to tell me where I've gone wrong, do it. I invite you to. So I guess I'm actually calling you out in a way, but I mean, if you don't, I'm not going to bother you over it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you're a wimp, you're a stupid YouTuber, I'm gonna pwn you. And I have better things to do than obsess over people on YouTube. But, yeah. So contribute to the discussion. And you have videos, so if you want to use Extra Normal and make a video or something, great. So please don't just sit here and just make comments saying, I'm right, you're wrong, essentially. Alright. Okay, well, I'll see you guys later. And hopefully this will elevate the dialogue going on my channel. But this is YouTube, so yeah, you never know. Alright. So, oh, cool sign off. Let me know if you think strange eons, or aeons as it were, is a cool sign off. Let me know. Okay.